Hey there, how you doing? Charlie Winters here with horse racing and football tips for Saturday the 28th of October. Well, a quick recap on Friday's performance at Cheltenham. Well, we got 2 placed and 2 unplaced. It did seem as though the 4 tips that I gave couldn't jump. They all made numerous errors. Couldn't quite get a stake back, but I do believe one of the horses, the one that came second, in my opinion, it should have won. It was kept too far behind. He always fancied he got plenty of horse under him, but the winner, which won well in the end, actually got a decent first run on it. So a bit unfortunate there at a tasty price. So let's get on to Saturday. So it's a bit of a mixed bag Saturday. So I'm going to get straight into it. So the first bet is a 16 pence each way, lucky 63. That comes to £20, 16 pence. The first selection is before midnight in the 1:15 at Cheltenham. I think it's got a great chance. It's moved from Sam Thomas to, I think it's Fergal O'Brien now. It's owned by N. Sutton and it's ridden by, I think it's his son. I'm not sure. I'm probably completely wrong. And he claims 7. It's not a bad jockey. And I do think it's got a good chance, even though without that little bit of a angle to it. Second selection is Swapped at 33 to 1 in the 2:25 at Cheltenham, paying 5 places instead of 3. This is the outsider of the lot in this race. It's stepping up massively in class. It's going to be up with the pace. It's definitely fit. It's in the form of its life. It came from Nicky Henderson. It's now with, is it Charlie Pogson? I think it is Andrew Pogson. I do like the fact that it races prominently, and although the favourite also races prominently, if this one can get an easy lead, which I doubt, but hopefully they won't press each other too much, they could ask a lot of questions of the horses that are returning after a break, and that is quite a few of them. So I think paying first 5, I don't think it's a 33 to 1 shot. Third selection is Gort Millish at 14 to 1 in the 3 o'clock at Cheltenham, paying 6 places instead of 4. This horse is trained by Gordon Elliott. It's pretty much improved with every single run so far. It's won 2 over hurdles. It's carried a penalty every time. Even the last time when it disappointed, it was carrying a double penalty. This horse, I believe, is now I think it's 10 stone 5 with the jockey 10 stone 9. With the jockey taking off a further 5. I think it's going to love this low weight, and I think it could definitely run a place. Fourth selection is Our Marty at 20 to 1 in the 3:14 at Kelso, paying 4 places instead of 3. This is Lucinda Russell's other one. She's got the favourite, but this horse, if it can recapture some of its early hurdle form, which is not too long ago, I think it's only last year, it's got every chance. I think it's offered 87 tomorrow. Well, it's regularly posted Racing Post ratings. I've seen a couple that are 99. If it can perform one of those runs again, it's got every chance of making a place, and it isn't a 20 to 1 shot. Fifth selection is Hector Master at 13 to 2 in the 4:29 at Kelso, paying 4 places instead of 3. Once again, Lucinda Russell. There's a lot of question marks over a lot of the other horses. You've got returning from wind operations. You've got first time, I think it's tongue strap, first time blinkers. There's an awful lot going off in the field. And I think this one is probably the only angle where you've got solid form. And finally in this bet is Ballyvango at 11 to 1. I think it's a bit of a stingy price, but I've took it anyway. In the 4:45 at Cheltenham, paying 4 places instead of 3. Martin Keeley had a winner at Cheltenham on the Friday. It could well have at least a place horse in this race with Ballyvango. It's shown okay form on the National Hunt Flight. It's right up there with pretty much the best that's been shown so far. I think it's 11 to 1 because it's a small stable. If it was probably something like Paul Nichols with the form it's got, it could be something like 9 to 2 5s. But it's not. It's Martin Keeley, and it ran at Kempton over a quick track. And I think, because this horse wants further, I think Cheltenham, this stiff 2 mile, will suit it ideally. Whether it's good enough, I don't know. But it's right up there with the best of them so far. You've always got to be careful of the Irish contingent. So let me get this. There's still another horse racing bet to come, but it'll concern later races. That's why Sky Bet is showing my football bet. So all you need to realise or remember is it's the same 3 matches, and I've actually gone for a sending off trixie. So this is the goals bet. So it's £6 treble over 2.5 goal treble, £3 over 3.5 goal treble, and a £1 over 4.5 goal treble. And the matches are Mansfield versus Walsall, Notts County versus Wrexham, and Sutton versus Bradford. So this is the sending off match bet. Well, not match bet, but these are the matches. It's the same matches as what I've had the goals in. So it's a £1.25 trixie that comes to a £5. You need at least 2 selections to come up. Ideally, want 3. So keep skipping. Right, so what I've gone for here is a 65p each way painting and then a 45p each way treble. These are horses with, away from Cheltenham that I really like the look of. They will love the soft ground. In my opinion, they will come straight down the centre at Doncaster. However, they'll come down the centre, but I personally think, as the camera's looking at them, you want them slightly to the right. So it's a threat. You want them straight down the centre. So let's say there's 10. Let's say there's 20 runners. So 10 is straight down the centre. You're looking for 7, 8, 9, that kind of formation. If they stayed in race card order, straight down the middle. So as you're looking at them head on, you want middle, but just to the right. And these are horses that are drawn like that. So you've got Glorious Angel that came second for me last time. Thought it had won. I think it went last Saturday or Saturday before. Glorious Angel at 13-2 in the 320 at Doncaster, paying 4 places instead of 3. Then we've got Zip at 7-1 in the 425 at Doncaster, paying 4 places instead of 3. That'll love the soft ground. And finally, Look Back Smiling at 8-1 in the 458 at Doncaster, paying 4 places instead of 3. Bearing in mind, there is a precautionary inspection at Doncaster. I've had a look, there's no real rain forecast. There might be the odd passing shower, which is like, it seems nothing more than drizzle, even if it's for more than 10-15 minutes. I personally think it'll be on. Otherwise, they'd have cancelled it on, or abandoned it, whatever you want to call it, on Friday. So I think they've seen the forecast. It's doubtful, but if you have a dry overnight, I think the race meeting will be on. So with me saying that, you're probably guaranteed it's going to be cancelled. So fingers crossed. It looks a half decent day's worth of racing. So the very best of luck. Give me a like or a comment or a subscribe. That'd be great. So the very best of luck. Charlie Winters, over and out. Cheers, mate.